Hello YouTube, we're gonna test the new jnat Kouzaki. I've just tried it very quick. Used around 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes with the 140 getting it flat, so it's scratched up. These corners ain't flat, it's a little bit dinged up. Just checking, I'll sham for these. I need to sham for these a little more here. So just checking, does it absorb water? It turns nearly jet black with water. It has a weird, nearly gripping texture to it. Like it feels coarse to the touch. It ain't. I've confirmed that with the knife, but it's hella fast. You see it's slurry faster. I think this is a level 4, not a level 5. From the feeling I'm getting. Just trying to get off the corners, because especially those with the red boundaries can be, how do I say it, harmful to the edge. Good. A little bit lighter gray here and jet black dark there. It also come with a huge ass tomo, or it isn't a tomo I think, because this is green, but it's supposed to be. But a tomo means basically, if I understand right, matching or same stone. It isn't. I haven't tried slurring. I can see it drawing in a little water, not much. Just gonna get some dust off. Let's see how it slurries. Slurries very good. It's the green stone that's getting slurried, so this is softer than the base stone. I would reckon the base stone, the Kouzaki, is 4.5 from feeling it. There is a very good. Oh, that have a damn strong scent to it. Oh yeah. Can you see? Beautiful colored slurry. Just refining the surface. I'm gonna try first just the stone without itself. You can see it's washed. It's very hard, but when I tested it, it turned jet black. With this, nearly straight away. I'm using 150 grams. It feels more grabby and a little bit more scratchy than my Iwatani. Iwatani feels like a level 5. This feels hard, but just a tiny bit less, so let's say 4.8-ish. Does it want to turn on me? It isn't completely flat on the bottom, so I'm using barely any pressure here. I don't know, it's hard to see. I'm gonna try. It's jet black. With barely any pressure. You see, so it's a good bit faster than the Iwatani. I'm gonna show you. Remember, this isn't a how to polish. This has scratches ranging from 300 to a lalaloon and everything in between. Yeah. So this is by no means how does it look polish. Okay, just catch on that. But it gives a decent hazy semi-mirror, little less shiny than the Iwatani. Again, turns jet black with water. It seems more grabby on the fingers. I also need to chamfer here a little. I can feel. Let's see, yep. I just tore into it with the Toma 140, getting flat. There's a deep gouge there or scratch, so let's swap and feel it. Now look guys, if you can feel it, trust me, you will pick it up with your knife. There, feels a good bit better, but it still has some gouges into the sides. Those will be taken out. Very light pressure. Slurry is a good bit easier than Iwatani, which makes me think this is a good bit softer. But it might not be. I have no clue. Let's build a little slurry. Let us base down. You can see slurry is very white, which is very weird as the stone is jet black. I'm gonna show you. I hope the camera will. It's gray, but it's like milky whitish, at least to my eyes here. Oh, it's heavy. It's a beast. Can you see? There, the white. I hope you can. And it's a beast. Literally a beast. I'm just gonna wash the nagura. And this is just playtime checking. Let's do the strong side. Pretty creamy, slick feel with the slurry. I actually like that. Pretty quick. You see, turning black after not even one pass. Half a pass. I'm using no pressure now, the weight of the knife. Very creamy. Very creamy. This is like the brown Nagura from GPO. Holy hell. Now I'm letting it dry a little. Holy hell. This feels near cushiony. Ooh. I think I got a favorite here. Yeah. I'm getting emotional again. Holy freaking hell. No. Can I show how little I'm pushing? I wish I had something that could show. Oh, smells like deep mossy earth when it's in the Norwegian. Oh fuck, I touched the edge. I haven't cut off the edge, so just adding a few drops. Basically adding 3-4 micro drops and then 2-3 big ones. Gives me a very sand blasted look, which tells me it isn't a level 5. I would call this a pre-finisher, not like Maxime says, a razor finisher. Everyone's different, but if you can look how much that haze up, if you can see where I haven't reached from the Iwatani, which is bright mirror there, and this is this very hazy. You can see where I haven't reached, where it's bright. Give me that. You can see this side. So let's do the other side. But it feels amazing. I would say that Iwatani is 9-10k-ish. These 4 to 6k-ish. And look guys, the myth, or at least from scientific science of sharp, it's a myth. The slurry doesn't break down. But holy hell, this feels good. The abrasiveness in the slurry doesn't break down, I wanted to say. Just making a little pillow for it. The silica, which is what does like the cutting of the steel, doesn't break down, if I understand the science of sharp correctly. Ooh. Yeah, like after you've been in the forest, the moss, damn, it's quick. It's also a tiny bit thirsty, which also tells me pretty clear it isn't a level 5, because it needs a little bit added water here and there. Damn, this is good. I think I've gotten a perfect knife stone, literally perfect knife stone. It isn't flat here, 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 here. It goes like this, 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 and this, basically down in the corners. I spent 5-10 minutes rubbing with the 140, getting it flat. So, but god damn it, this feels amazing. Much better than the Iwatani, much better than the Laloon, much better than anything I've tried. This is the best I've ever felt. And you'll see by color. I mean, you could sell that as ink. And you'll see my colors on my fingers. They're tainted by the metal. They're jet black on my fingers because the metal. So yeah, color me impressed, guys. Color me impressed. I did that side now. Just so then it sings. That side, you'll see hazy, bright, no rogue scratches. This is the only flattened part, so a little grainy, not much, very fine grains. That might be because I'm basically breaking in the surface here, and it got deep scratches from that Oma. But holy hell, it's a metal freak. It's washing off completely black. Holy freaking moly. Now you can see it's turning light gray here, jet black here. Let's try the edge. Oh yeah. This is softer. I would say Ford. I have no clue if it does anything to this VG10. It seems that way. Very difficult to tell. Yeah, it's actually putting on the slightest burr like my Avatani did. And using 150 grams. I needed 300-400 on the Avatani. Let's feel again. And I'm gonna seal this when it's dry. Yeah, the most tiny, like you're shaving, and then after an hour. I would say I actually like this feeling more than the Ivatani, more than the Laloon. More than anything else. Holy fuck, I'm in love. At least on this VG10. Holy freaking moly cannoli. Oh yeah, here I've gotten something good. At least from what I can tell. When it's not wet, it's grayer and seems like it's dark gray with a tiny bit of what we call goma, black sesame seeds, and it got one around here, which is a tiny bit bigger, like nearly a water drop. Can't say I feel it when sharpening. Either this is perfection or it's not. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I haven't really got here. Sorry, but I'm empty on my arms. I'm starting to get empty here too. It's near tree topping. It ain't, but I can hear it singing and ever so lightly catching them. If I do this, it's cutting them. Yep. It shaves flawlessly. It's not grabbing the skin. If you saw, I did like this on purpose. So I would not finish a razor on it. Maybe, maybe not. But you can, but I think it's maybe if you use the right nagras. You can see it's drawing in water. Let's try this. Very polished. I would say that's in between the Laloon and the Ivatani, which is what I wanted. Woo! Woo! Jnat doesn't taste good, I can say that. Let's try this beautiful one. Again, it isn't prepared. It's got scratches from 300 all the way to a Laloon and jnat, and only thing I think can be this part. But yeah. Mindfuck. This is Apex Ultra 64 HRC. You can see it's sucking a little water. I'm gonna let it dry overnight and then seal it tomorrow. But yeah, color me impressed. I'm gonna try with a little bit of Nagura. Again, using no pressure. And this is a stone in itself. It's near 400 grams. So yeah. And this, smells very pungent, like mushroomy, I would say. Like very wet mushrooms that isn't rotten, but they're not far from it. This is very green. In the stone, I would call that, I don't know the color, can you see? It's hard, it's brown green, dark, like near British racing greenish, brownish. Now, I always do this, you don't need it, I do. You do you, I do me. Take just wet and rub my fingers to activate them. Then I do this. There was a tiny bit of grain because it's flaking in the corners. So if I hit those, it's getting grainy. Yeah, there's lots of grains here because I probably hit the corner. So I need to restart. And people are like, well, you're just gonna blah blah blah. Well, no, I'm not gonna do anything with grains. That might be a bad nagura, I have no clue. Let's try to use even less pressure. Lift it a little and focus not where it's flaking. Let's just focus on the middle here. Using no pressure, you can see staying away where the corners and flaking is. Bubbly enough, and again feeling. Can't feel anything there. So let's start. It's very good. I'm saying 50-ish grams. So the weight of the knife and 50 grams. Got faster with its own slurry. It's cutting mighty impressive with this. I'm gonna show you. Can you see? Turned out nearly white to start. Just sorry, I trained legs and backs today and extended the deadlift, so my hamstrings is killing me and my entire back. Feels very good to sharpen on. Nearly cushiony feel. No, that sounds weird, but it feels like a softer stone to sharpen on, but it's not self-slurring. Right, really dig in. And let's use 5-6 kilos. Yep, it's not self-slurring. It's actually just polishing. I used all my weight barely there, so let's say 10 kilos. Didn't self-slurry. It leaves a near sand-blasted finish, which is impressive, but indicative of a coarser stone, which I actually wanted, but not what I ordered. So please don't order this and expect razors quality. Stone, I can't with good measure and heart say it is when it leaves that sandblasted matte look, but I love it. Look. But damn, it's fast. I'm gonna try a kasumi with this. Just checking. No grains there. So I can feel. One more slurry. It seems like a lot, I know it ain't, guys. It just seems that way. You're probably thinking, oh, that stone's gonna last him 2 years. No, this is gonna last to 300 years of constant use. Oh, I'm exaggerating, but it will probably last 100 years with near daily use a stone and a like this. It's, yeah. I used 10 minutes, if not more, with 140 getting it flat, and trust me, it wasn't much I removed. And this is a convex bevel, that's also why I'm using a little slurry. God damn, that feels good. Oh, baby. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. You know I'm pretty fly for a white guy. This is so creamy smooth. Can't thank you enough for this, Maxime. Yeah, I would not sell this as a razor quality stone as you are doing, because you probably can, but it's a little too sandblasted to me. 1, 2, 3. I would call this a 4. Because my Ohira was 3.5, 3.8, and that was softer. This feels extremely good. Yes, I'm polishing. Just want to see what it does. Using the entire stone, seeing is there any rogue scratches. It seems extremely consistent and even. Done with that side. I call that a very near kasumi, but it isn't a flat bevel, it's a convex. It isn't giving the distinct, how do you say, between the hagane and the jigane. It's more cloudy. Isn't a distinct popping like many like, but I can see the core steel from Patrick. I can see everything I want to see. Just since this is carbon, I don't want it to rust while checking it. That was the side. Look, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's starting to flat out there. You can see cloudy bevel. It's a little bit hazy mirror. So let's do the back side. And I'm already in freaking love. I'm probably gonna try a razor on it when Øyvind, one I know, is gonna ask me to sharpen for him. I'll try. Very consistent, very even in grit, very even in feel. Look guys, I'd totally buy this for knives. Grab one, yes, 3 or 4 more. And look guys, I'm no man of polish. I can barely do a polish or kasumi to save my life. So I'm not the one to watch here. Can you see? Just checking and adding water. After this I'm gonna watch One Piece on Netflix. This isn't about removing metal, it's about refining metal. You can see how jet black that is. Just getting it on equal amounts-ish. No grains released. So very even, very clean stone. So this already has a jnat edge from the Aibatani. I'm just drawing. That's the back side. This is with less slurry. You can see more mirror, so maybe it will finish a razor. I think it will. So I draw my statement. Maybe the scratches are going on. If it isn't a level 5, I can't understand that. So let's see. Yeah, feels grabby on the steel bevel. That tells me it wants to cut the steel. This is so thin, so here I'm gonna do some fast passes. Yeah, I got a burr. Yeah, I can see the swarf being formed. And I got a burr. Holy cannoli. It's got some speed, like Thompson says. No, Jeremy Clarkson, I mean. And it's grabby on the edge. It's really grabby, like it feels like you're on rails. Look guys, with the price I paid for this, it's a steal of stone. It's an absolute steal of a stone. Especially for knives. It's, yeah, don't know how the edge is yet. Yep. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Holy freaking hell. Let me. Yep. Ooh. Yes, a little more on the belly part. I always screw up the bellies, you guys know this. Again, let's do my kind of stropping. I call it more than sharp enough for use. Very happy with that. Very happy with the polish too. Let's see. Yeah. 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 Yes, sir. Woohoo. It's like, it's so heavy I could barely move the plate there. But you'll see it's totally drawing in water, so it isn't a level 5. I'm guessing 4.2-ish maybe, something like that. Let's try just a tiny bit of, I call it trace, some call it milk. Slurry, it was a little too much, but just a tiny bit of slurry you can basically see in the water. See, does it give me more bite with that? This is a 5200 butcher knife. I want to go to war with it. Holy hell, it's grabby and tactilely. It's like sharpening and wanting to stick at the same time. I would not recommend this for people that don't have their sharpening down. You will wreck more than you will do good. I'm actually getting a blur here. That's how fast it is. Yeah, this is a dangerous stone. If you do low angles here, gonna for fun try it with the Victorinox. Or is it level 5? Maybe. And yes, this is a high bevel. I use around 20 on this because this sees bone, it sees pork, it sees frozen meat, it sees butchering, it sees huge ass vegetables like wrap. To get through them, I use force, I torque on it. This is a more French meets German meets tool of a knife. It ain't dainty, it's a freaking workhorse. Sharpen this with a tiny bit more. We're splitting hairs in pressure. Like the other, I finished with the weight of the knife. Here I added maybe 30-40 grams to it. Still was this. Very good. I'm gonna show you difference. This is a workhorse, okay? This is near shopper territory. Let's for yeah, I haven't. So let's try this. Actually, some grains there. Why do I think it's more level 4? Well, I'm using no pressure. You see how easy it really is. Again, I'm in a tiny bit of grain. There is something. It's normal because I'm literally breaking in the surface. There is something. And it's got lots of chips on the corners, so it is to be expected. It isn't like a perfect stone here. So if you catch those with the plate, it will, yeah. Yep, it's cutting actually pretty fast. Magna cut at 64 fucking Rockwell. Holy fuck! Look, that's... Can you see this? What the fuck? I know some jnats, or I don't know, according to Google AI and forum, can contain alu oxide, which is the same that is in synthetics. This feels a lot like an extremely good synthetic mixed with a jnat. It's freakishly fast, especially on this now. Look, I'm using no pressure. Can you see? This is just resting. This color, it's cutting like freaking hell. Look, look, look. What the fuck is this though? Again, I'm washing it, guys. Look. Yeah. What the freakishly freak? Doesn't look micro serrated either, like it does with the Laloon. Looks sand blasted. I'm gonna show you. Just. Oh! Sorry, I'm empty of air. Not tree topping. Again. shaving without any problem. I need to stop shave. I look like I have scabs or mange. That felt surprisingly smooth on the skin, but oh, freakishly Mother Teresa of something. Holy hooey. That's, yeah. If I use any force it wants to rip, that's how tooth it is. What has happened there? This is tooth. It's pure tooth. You see it wants to rip. It doesn't want to cut cleanly, it actually wants to rip. Holy fuck. Why did it do that to that still? Holy fuck, it wants to rip out my nail. What in the Lord have mercy have you done with this deal? Holy F. Sweet mother of something holy. What the fuck happened with you two? That's a match made in heaven it is. Holy freakishly, devilishly sharp. Just scary. I mean, let's wash everything then. Again, I'm gonna show you. It's a clean stone. You see, I'm wiping one way to get it clean. It's clean now. No pressure. Doing this also to slowly helps it got sweat. You see the starting color here. It's white gray. I call it milk. It looks like I've added milk. It actually feels like it too. But god damn, that was a scary edge. Like, yeah, just scary. What's the clock? 6, 7, 8, half 8. K-tip, AEBL. Again, I'm getting some grains. Probably from the border areas here. We're talking minute, but if you feel them, you will feel them on your edge. Yeah, you can actually see them and pick them out. Yeah, also. If I had a fresh 140, I would remove all this corner. Like 2 millimeters here, the entire corners here and around. I would actually maybe make a fresh cut a centimeter off there and there, making it more narrow to avoid those corners. But what the? It feels grabbishly like it wants to cut. It feels like, yeah. No pressure. It's definitely cutting by the swarf. I'm putting on a Koba here. Micro bevel. I would not trust my skills on this with a razor because it's so fast. Can you see? See what it does to literally razor steel. This is razor steel, that's what ABL is. This is a lot a lot harder than a razor probably would. This is maximum hardness from Patrick. If I remember correctly, he did it as hard as he could get ABL, basically. I think this was 64, 65-ish. That's devilishly hard to be a ABL. Holy fuck. This is the first jnat. It gives me better edges on stainless than on carbon. What the fuck is this stone? Literally, what the fuck is this stone? I mean, come on. I mean, come on, guys. I actually went out to the side and cut it both ways at the same time. I'm gonna show you. Can you see? I cut both at the same time. I mean, yeah, this is a stainless stone. Yeah. This is a stone I'm gonna take to my grave. Freakingly. Fuck. Let's feel. No grains. No grains. Tiny grain. And look, guys, this is huge grain there. That was huge. As I said, these corners are releasing. I can try to show it to you. Where did you go? Yeah, I lost it, but that was pretty big, like sand grain. Well, the slurry is less. Nylox tool steel. Holy hell. I'm actually thinking I could set a edge on this. It feels cushioningly and grabby and devilishly fast. And yeah, I'm using no pressure. I'll show you after the slurry. I remember these are hard stainless. Is one thing most jnats doesn't like, it's stainless. This, it seems to like it more than carbon. I'm awestruck. I'm done searching. I don't need more stones now. And this does this on stainless. I can sell every stone I own and just use this on stainless. On the finished stones. This is insane, guys. No stropping. No stropping. Just off the stone. Again, straight off a stone. It isn't even stropped on denim. It's raw. Straight off the stone, guys. It's yeah, this is a stone on absolute freakishly steroids. This is like, if you know wrestling, Alexander Karelin, Greek Romer, won everything, was literally called the experiment because the Russians used every kind of good drug they could find on him. Holy fuck, that's a good stone. Let's try for fun. Just ba, 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 ba. I'm loving it. Just checking there's the smallest edge. So this is, I said, this you could easily sharpen on this stone size. Just getting it so it's sturdy. This is softer. Feels a lot like my Ohira. It's fast. I would say this is 3.5. Can you see the swarf, the cut? Yeah. What was that? So this is releasing grains. Yep. You can easily finish on this. But to send this as a tomo to a razor stone now. So this is probably the culprit, but it gives probably insane edge. This is softer. I say 3.5-ish. Feels a lot like my old Ohira. I would actually nearly say it is a Ohira by the color of it and the feel. No clue. Let's see, hard for you to tell. Yeah, that's nowhere near 2-3K. Yep, but insane bite. That feels coarse, so those two together, match made in heaven for grit, like bite the edges. That's a flawless edge, guys. You can't get better than that, basically, nearly, without doing much stuff. And I'm all for stupid simple. I want stupid simple because I am stupid and I am simple. I'm just a dumb Norwegian with no, it's light and air through the earth. So we need something easy peasy, lemon easy. Yep, this is a good bit coarser. It's feels near 1-2K-ish. So no wonder these two work good together, because one is very fine and creating basically polish, and the other are basically creating teeth. So you get polished micro saw teeth. This is self-slurring too. Sorry. You see, black. So this Nagura is so works, but not good quality. But it can give you fantastic edges. It's got the inclusion there, I can feel. That's probably where the grit's coming from too. If I avoid that, it's very good. Take the whip when I go further down. Let's just try not to take my finger. Very sharp. Actually like that very much, but a little too toothy. So the Kouzaki, this, let's see. You see, it's turning near white when it dries. It's very good. Let's listen. So I can dig into it. So let's wash it. Then I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna seal it probably tomorrow morning, because that takes an entire day to dry. Long video, because damn, this was fun. I'm loving this, especially on stainless. Thanks, bye.